Hello friends, today we will learn about nephritic syndrome basic pathophysiology in very simplified way. We have already uploaded video on nephrotic syndrome. Link will be there in description as well as in the I button. Do watch full video for better understanding. Clinical features of nephritic syndrome includes hematuria with dysmorphic RBCs and RBC cast, hypertension, oliguria, edema and uremia. Let's see how all these occurs. Basically, what we have in kidney is glomerulus with its afferent and efferent arterioles, which has basement membrane, capillary endothelium and podocytes, which doesn't allow any cellular products like proteins and RBCs to pass through. In nephritic syndrome, there is severe inflammation of glomerulus, which may be due to immune-mediated injury or immune complex deposition, which leads to damage to glomerular basement membrane and podocytes. Because of this damage, there is leakage of plasma proteins including albumin and globulin. Here, damage is more compared to that of nephrotic syndrome. There is also leakage of RBCs, which leads to hematuria. This RBC is of glomerular origin, which can be known from its microscopic appearance. RBCs which are originating from glomerulus will be dysmorphic because it passes from many tubules. These RBCs get stuck in tubular system and form cylindrical shaped groups, which will appear in urine as RBC cast. Here, glomeruli are swollen and inflamed, and there is accumulation of many cellular products like fibrin, platelet aggregation, and cytokines and free radicals. Because of these accumulations, blood flow through glomerulus will decrease, which will reduce GFR. Because of reduced GFR, total urine formation is less, and when it is less than 400 ml per day, it is called as oliguria. Because total filtration is less, so total protein leakage is also less. So proteinuria is less than 3.5 grams per day, which is less than nephrotic range proteinuria. This decreased GFR also reduces waste product removal that leads to accumulation of urea and creatinine, which is called as azotemia. As blood flow to kidney is very much reduced, renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system is stimulated very potentially, which causes vasoconstriction, ultimately leading to hypertension. So this covers basic pathophysiology of all clinical features of nephritic syndrome. I hope you like the content. Do like and share this video among your friends, and also watch our other videos on various topics. Thank you.